This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Stanley Parable, and oh my god. Alright, there we go. The mouse sensitivity was a little low, but don't worry, I got that fixed. Anyway, welcome to the Stanley Parable.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Try my best to be quiet when the narrator is talking, but other than that, I'm
Stanley
sorry.
went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I'll do what I want, Mr. Narrator. If anyone hasn't noticed yet, this game is, or hasn't seen it yet, it's actually quite an old game. I opened it, actually saw someone play it recently, and wanted
Stanley
to...
clicked on literally every single door in the office, because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
I was watching someone play this, so I was like, you know what, I haven't played this in a while, so I booted it up today, just to see if it was working. And realized that I messed up my 5-year achievement of not playing for 5 years. So I'm playing this for you guys.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds really good. What's going on in here? 450. Ooh.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yes. You see, these lights are these just...
Yes.
Oh, they are
really,
lights.
Really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Well, there are some nice paintings. They're like motivational paintings. Like this one's an ocean. And an ocean
At
is...
this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Hey! You don't know that. It's blue. It has a good personality. This one's a leaf. Leaves.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I don't know. There's dialogue still, so I think it's trying to send me a message. Huh. No, I'm gonna stay over here. Let's just see. It's over here. I I love mom, maybe? This one is I... Oh, number one dad. With... Who farted? Okay. I'm done with this room. I don't need any more.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Huh. It is tempting. But I don't want to listen. So I'm gonna go this way. Huh. It's over here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You don't know that? I could have been fired right now. That's why everyone left and died. No one knows. No one knows. I know. But you don't. Oh, I thought that was just a drop. Warning. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. It will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Yes, we have.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
I want to jump.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yep.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Nope.
Give me a chance.
Nope. I will do what I want, when I want, how I want, you know, whatever.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, God.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, red. Red. You know, I'm red-blue colorblind.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
All these arrows. Huh. Oh, okay. Here's the red door. Trixie's.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Ooh.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Yes.
Skill trees? Work with
I
me?
want to
Give
drive
me
a tank.
Absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Tanks.
There we go.
Oh.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
You just did everything. Even got a hole in the door. 2 holes in the door. Really quality. Lots of quality here.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes?
Of course not. No.
Wonderful.
No.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
I wish I could jump. Huh? Oh, what's this? Worldwide leader, blah, blah, blah. Good old Neil. 2 seconds. I don't think that's actually true. Oh, I didn't read that. Did you know 21.3 skipped the intro sequence? Huh. I'm in last place. I'm pretty sure more than 9,000 people have played this. Huh. Why not ask for some... Oh. Aww. I have a friends list. I have lots of friends.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No. Hated
I
it.
nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Nope.
Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
Ooh.
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Okay, I'm done with that. That sound. Oh, still alive. Don't do it! You're an idiot. Let's watch.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or
Yeah.
purely to spite me?
Both.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over.
Oh.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
What's this?
Let's see.
It's a plant.
What do we have
I don't know if
here?
you guys can see this.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But
Who
is
knows?
it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
I'll take this time to talk to you guys. Does anyone else hate stink bugs? They're just flying. Well, I've found 2 in my room so far, and they've landed on me. And when you ever feel like those little legs just crawling on you, you're just like, ah!
Yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it.
Yeah, you made it.
Upon my work
I don't
of
like it.
art
I don't
and
think I like
feel
things you make.
ashamed at your own inadequacy.
I am awesome. You shut your
But you've only
face.
seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Oh.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley.
That's
We have
it.
to
Is
go
an
mining.
insane plan. Diamonds? We all know how expensive those are, right? Especially around this season. Diamond prices, just expensive.
Oh my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
It's actually pretty bright for me. I can see really well. What about you? Not you guys, but
No. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind.
no, that's fine.
I'm looking for something more narrow and linear.
Whee!
Something that
Whoa.
makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This
Oh,
won't
boy,
do at
it's-
all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't
Oh.
save this one.
Stuck down
Okay,
here.
new game.
Don't know if the loading screens are screwing up. I hope they're not. Portal!
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure
What
it
does
out.
that say on it?
Okay, now I'm curious.
Portal test
Go
sequence.
find out what the hell this is.
Oh, I'm taking the radio. See if the Easter egg works. That's not how you hold a radio, but whatever. It did.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
You know what? Someone's an asshole. Oh.
genius.
That works. Alright, let's see here.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience.
Oh, God.
Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna wait. Anyway, while I wait here and see if anything pops up, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.